All right, Jordan, thank you so very much. And we've got Dan in studio from CertaPro Painters. How are you this morning?
Good morning, I'm excellent.
All right, now they do interior and exterior painting, but today we're going to go interior, Robin, with kitchens, right?
We're talking about kitchens. It's the heart of the home, and there's a lot of things to consider. So maybe let's start with the do's and don'ts.
Well, the first thing I want to start out with is a lot of people have this misconception that you shouldn't have a white kitchen because it's going to be boring. And I want to tell you that is completely wrong. I mean, whites can be clean, they can be crisp, they can be really refreshing. So
keep it clean though, right? We got to keep it clean.
Yeah, and you don't need to be sterile. I mean, it doesn't have to be a hospital, so it's the right white. But on your cabinets, I want to emphasize that you can do cabinets. A lot of people have the old whitewash or the golden oak, and you can paint those cabinets, which we do, and it can make it look beautiful, and then it allows you to do other colors in the kitchen.
Which is fantastic. Really, the kitchen is the heart of the home. There's so much that you can do as far as color. So you can paint cabinets, which definitely gives a whole different aesthetic. What about the walls? Maybe consider...
Well, the easy one with the walls, let's say you have the typical stained cabinets, you can just do warm tones if you want to keep it simple. Something like a cream or a light beige or a brown. But if you want to get into something that has some more color, blues are awesome. You can do a really rich navy blue. And if you have cabinets all over your walls and you don't have a lot of wall space to put color, that's okay. So that's on my don't list. Like, don't worry about that because you always have the ceiling. And the ceiling generally is just going to have some lighting on it.
And Dan, Robin, I have a question for you. Are folks afraid of colors? You know what I mean? To go bold on colors sometimes?
Yeah, well, and I think it's always, that's the great thing about paint, really, is that it's something that if you end up doing something and you think, oh, I overdid it, you can always change it. It's very simple, easy to change.
Not expensive.
And I love the idea of the blue. I think that's really dramatic. And the white. So really, if you're looking at that, it's completely different feeling. You need to look at your lighting in your house, whether natural light or the types of light that you have. And certainly the other finishes, as you had mentioned, if you have a warm tone cabinet, then look at more warmer tones on the paint. So maybe not such a stark white, but a warmer white.
Absolutely. And people, I wouldn't say that they're afraid, but they want the magazine picture for their kitchen, and they just don't know how to put that together. And there's a lot of, you got to consider more than just the walls. You got to look at your floors, your tile, the cabinets. That's all got to work together.
And you help them with that, right? And there's also, you have an online feature that helps you with that.
Yes, well, I think that's the great thing about working with you is that whether you want to hire an interior designer and be able to look at the big picture of your whole home and how the kitchen incorporates into that, or if you're really just looking at paint, but you have an online that is imagining your own home in this digital aspect. So
absolutely.
Share about that.
On our website, there's a color visualizer, which you can take pictures of your kitchen and you can import it into the program, and then you can put different colors on. So you can get a feel for how it's all working before you actually start putting paint on the walls.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So I've done this before with clients. I've done it for myself. But to go in and you can look at, okay, let's paint the walls, let's paint the ceiling, let's do the cabinets a different color.
So
and it's all your own home.
Okay.
Playing with it with all the different colors online, which is great. So it's a great tool to help you visualize what the possibilities would be within your own kitchen.
You can follow the color trends, you can stay neutral, you can do warm, you can do crazy and bold, and CertaPro will help you with that. Now, we do have a fan question we want to get to. We have a kitchen with black and white tiles that we love. We have a backsplash with black, white, and some pops of red. Do we need to pick up the red in the wall colors, or should we not limit ourselves?
Well, you absolutely can pick up the red in your wall colors, but you don't have to limit yourself. There's a lot of options there. My first thought is, if you're going to have the red and you want to pick it up, you have a beige with a little red undertone. But again, it depends on, you got to ask the bigger questions. What are your cabinets like? What are your countertops like? What's the flooring like? What's the lighting like? It's going to make all the difference.
Absolutely.
All right, CertaPro Painters. Now listen, they give free estimates to you, interior, exterior, it doesn't matter, whatever you're looking for. And with those free estimates, you also have, by the way, 10% off up to $500 through the Approved Home Pro Show. And they've got a number you can call, 619-419-0030. Call them now if you're even thinking about it, because again, the estimate is free. And thank you so much, guys.
Free's the word.
All right. Jordan Frazier's at Reborn Cabinets. Let's go to Jordan.